Hey everybody, out here from BC Extreme Outdoorsman. Today is Sunday the 19th of April and we are at the Shuswap River here in Enderby, and we're going to take the Solar 470 Superjet with the Tohatsu MFS 40A up to Maple Lake. So that will include going through the Skookumchuck Rapids, so stay tuned for that. That should be fun. I want to show you the boat here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the patch I put on, and it doesn't look too bad. Like this little bit of glue will wear off, but just covered up the little scuff that I had there. It's a beautiful day here on the river, and let's get jet boating the water. Yeah, might be a little high, but not too bad, but that doesn't mean anything. But yeah, stay tuned for some action here. Should be good. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, here we are just leaving the boat launch here in Enderby, heading up the river towards Maple Lake. Just a gorgeous day today. Water is nice and clear. I think I said in the video that the water was high, but it's actually the lowest I've been on. I think this is the bridge that takes you up towards Maple Lake, even Enderby. Just a channel here that I decided to take. I like to hit whatever channels I can. This is all pretty new to me, this river. So you can see it's pretty shallow, but super clear. Nothing too technical here. Another channel and I'm ripping up. I think the temperature got up to like 25 or 26 degrees Celsius today. Boat and motor are running great. You can see my speed in the right corner there, 37 kilometers an hour. That's pretty much what I run all the time. Going upstream between, I'd say 38 and 32 depending on the water. But I'm maybe not even 3/4 throttle right now, maybe 2/3 maybe. Shallow stuff. I hardly ever run full throttle, only when I'm in the real heavy rapids or if I'm cornering and I want to make a quick corner. As you can see there, no splash. Motor's dialed in pretty good. Beautiful scenery, but I kind of find the river kind of boring myself. There's only like maybe not even 10 minutes of rapids that are challenging at all. Always testing the boat and the skinny stuff. Not crazy skinny, I'd say 6 inches. is super clear. When we get up to Maple Lake, you'll see in part 2 of the video all that fish, man. There was tons and tons of white, I believe they're whitefish. I could be wrong, correct me when you see it. But it'll be in part 2, this is part 1. Lots of beautiful homes on this river. Okay, so this guy comes running over to me and stops me on the river and asked me to come and retrieve his remote control boat. He said it was worth like $4 grand. He had no boat or nothing. He was on the other side of the river. So that's docking pole there, came in handy. His girlfriend, actually, I think it was his girlfriend, actually said that she was going to swim across the river to get it. And I was like, man, I hope you weren't going to do that. I mean, it's only April, the water's freezing. She had no life jacket or anything. It looks calm, but the water's really cold. She said she grew up there and she knew the river, but you'll hear me say, I'm glad you didn't. But yeah, so my good deed for the day, returning this fella his boat. I guess this boat does like 25 miles an hour, I guess he was saying. But they were very grateful. Oh, I wouldn't do that. That was me telling her I wouldn't do that. Seen lots of fishermen on this trip. And canoers too. No kayakers, just canoers. Showing how there's no splash again in the off from the motor. This is where it starts getting good. I stay out of the rapids here because there's too many rocks showing. That's the first of the white water of the river, and I basically go around it. There's a sign coming up that I try and show, but I'm going too fast. Basically tells you, I think rapids coming up. Make sure you wear your life jacket, kind of thing. Caution. That's the sign there. I know I didn't give you time enough to read it, but that's pretty much what it says. I've come ripping around this corner and there's some fishermen fishing on the left side of the river going up. As soon as I see them, I throttle back. I don't like to go by fishermen real fast. Try not to scare the fish or whatever, but you see them standing there. Once I get by, I open her up again. Like I said, this river's a lot lower than what it usually is. In the past, for me anyways. Basically had no troubles at all. Like I have in the past. I think there's some canoers up ahead here. I don't know what it is, but one or two of them away, most of them just kind of stare, and I don't know if they're giving me dirty looks or what, but oh well. Now we're going to start getting into the good stuff here. There's lots of rocks showing, so I basically picked the best line where there's no rocks, which is basically river right in this instance. Like right here, watch. Felt like I got total air there. I'll talk about that more at the end of this video, but There's a different feeling when you're in the boat than what it shows on the video. Always watching ahead, picking a good line, looking for rocks. I know this river already, and I know most of the time it's river right anyways. In this spot, usually I start on the left and I cut across to the right, but with the water being a lot lower, I just stay to the right and it's fine. That spot there has given me troubles before in the past, but water's a lot slower today. Probably could have gone to the left of this rock. I probably could have gone straight up the middle of the river there. Maybe not here. And I made sure to remember my line for when I go down, because when you go down, you don't have the reaction time. And you're going a lot faster and less control. I do notice on a lot of videos that even a lot of the Russian videos, they don't show them going downstream very often. A lot of times it's a train wreck and you hit a lot of stuff. Pretty much out of the main rapids now. It's gonna get super calm here and then we'll see the lake. I don't know what that creek's called there. And I've never even traveled to Maple Lake before via highway, just been there by boat. But just an amazing spring day. Lots of waterfowl and eagles all over the place. Even seen some, I want to say they're trumpeter swans, but I'm not sure. Trumpeter geese or whatever they're called. I'm always looking at the video because I'm looking for the little red light to show that I'm recording. I try to take that out, but the way the sun was right now, I'm really having a lot of trouble seeing the red light flash on the camera. So coming up here, it comes to a no wake zone and I'll slow down, and then we'll go to our little beach that we go to all the time and have a break, relax, and head out. So this is basically where I slow down and just idle up to the beach. Everyone, as you probably just seen, we just went up the Skookumchuck Rapids. The water's a lot lower than it was any of the time last year, and we are up here at beautiful Maple Lake. Look how nice and calm it is. When we left Kamloops, it was super, well, not super windy, but it was windy, and it was a cold wind. It's like 1 o'clock now, and it's just gorgeous here. Old 470 Super Jet. We didn't even get water in the boat this time. Nothing at all. Did get complete air though. Had the whole boat right out of the water. And was it ever cool. I anticipated it, and when we launched, I let off on the throttle, and as soon as we came down, just as we touched down, I hammered the throttle, and it didn't even cavitate. It was so cool. It was a lot of fun. I found it easier this time, more fun. It looked like there was more white water than what there usually is. Usually it's more faster, the clear water. This was all white water. Of course, had the canoers there kind of looking at us like we're nuts, but yeah, so we're gonna have a little break here for a bit. We just had some lunch, and then we're gonna continue on our adventure back down the Shuswap River and go through the Skookumchuck Rapids. Yeah, it's too fun. This boat is the boat for those rapids for sure. Yes. All right, guys, enough babbling. We're going to continue on here.